Well, here we are, and it's just after 8 o'clock, hardly even 5 after yet. How'd you get? Wow, that's because you guys are all here on time. There's two people, but they let us know that they're going to be late, so that's okay. We'll sneak them in the back, and they can just hang out there. Welcome to the Duncan Showroom. Longevity John here being your host tonight. Welcome to all those people that are watching online as well. Matter of fact, I want to thank that person the other night who took it upon themselves to send us $25 because they couldn't be at the show. So they went ahead and sent the $25 to say thank you very much for broadcasting it. That brings it up to $485 and over 30,000 views so far. Not the biggest money maker in the world, but we do know it's a free world, and these days everything seems to be for free, and that's what people take advantage of. And they stay home with Netflix and this new one that's coming out with Disney, and there's one with Google and all that. But at that point, I'd like to bring the attention to, I know we're all here tonight to see Connie Kaldor, and it's great to see everyone come out to see one artist. That's great. To know that Danny Michelle's here on Wednesday. There's a band, there's a ton of stuff coming up, and there's a brochure which you can get on the way out. But one of the reasons is you've come to a show tonight, and we have someone up here, Marcia Todd, for example, who went out of her way twice now and given us $2,000 donated. Thanks very much, my dear. Oh, thank you very much. But you know what? That's why the ducks are up here, because this lady has taken the chance of coming to see shows that she had no idea what the music is. And that's when the advantage is when you come in and you get blown away without even knowing what you were coming to see. And all the artists that we bring in here are all excellent artists. And if you don't like the music in the first half hour, we always have that finger snap and toe tap and money back guarantee. And as of yet, I think there's only been 2 people in all the years I gave that up that actually have asked for their money back. So that's pretty darn good. Many shows coming up as you want to take note of. We are going to be doing 2 sets tonight, which will mean that we'll move some of those chairs because she's got a new product. She's got a new CD out, which I had the opportunity on Bandcamp to hear a couple of weeks ago, and took me about 4 or 5 days to stop listening to it. But it's ringing in my head. It's got that little worm in there, and there's some songs tonight that are going to stay in your mind forever. But she's done this wonderful packaging on her new CD. It's just awesome, awesome, awesome. There should be an award for that, for just how you market it. But anyway, the music is great. You're going to enjoy it. She brought her sons along tonight. Yeah, so it's an added treat. I thought we just had Connie and her husband, but no, we got Connie and her husband and the 2 boys, and it's such a sound check was so beautiful. You're going to have a fun time tonight. Sit back and enjoy, please. Let's get Connie Kaldor to the stage.
Hello. Welcome to the fabulous Duncan Show Bar. This is the closest I come to melding 2 of my great loves, which are thrift stores and music. Some part of me just longs to, some part of me goes, I wished I'd seen that first. Like there's some really, not the electric chair necessarily, but although who's the person that actually sat in it? You are amazing.
Gutsy. Connie's guitar.
We've been driving. I've decided that I'm going to call this tour Connie Goes Postal. No, Connie Goes Coastal, sorry. Connie Goes Coastal. This is, first of all, we love being out here because we've been looking at the weather in Montreal. The S word. It's the S word. Snow. Yes, this is the place that winter forgets. No. We kind of feel like we've just kind of dodged the winter bullet for a little bit here. We're kind of a little taste of paradise. The smell of cedar, there's sunlight. We don't have to wear coats that are bigger than ourselves. So I'm always just thrilled to come out to this part of the world because it's just so beautiful. Oh, boats, ocean. It's just almost overwhelming. Of course, I know I did grow up in Saskatchewan, so anything that has that much water is, of course, really interesting. And there's some kind of Norwegian part of me that just wants to jump on the boat and go somewhere, put down my nets. I want to fillet something when I get out here. I don't know what it is. The urge to fillet is almost overwhelming. It's my Norwegian background. They're fun-loving people, the Norwegians. They just I think they make. Well, you've seen those those Viking things. They make suffering an art form. Really, they're great. Let's not take the chairlift. We can go up here on our own two skis. Cross country. Won't be going downhill like that. Let's be a little more out of control. Telemarking. Go. Let's go for the really itchy sweaters. We'll have metal clasps in the middle of winter on our itchy sweater. This is your blood, and never mind. It's nothing you can do about this. We make jokes that my ancestors heard of a place that was colder and bleaker than Minnesota and said, "Let's go." Saskatchewan. They love Norwegians. Anyway, we have to start with a new song. And I've come up with the universal songwriting truth. Bad men make the best songs. Of course, I'm sitting here with my husband. Don't get any ideas. We're doing just fine. He'll still watch all 5 episodes of Pride and Prejudice with me. But of course, I live like heartache is really the backbone of every singer-songwriter's career, especially female singer-songwriters. Man, that's our lifeblood. That is our lifeblood. So I was a little worried when I actually did fall in love that it might have been the end of my career. And I was going to have to force to sing about, landscape and architecture or something. But fortunately, my friends continue to make bad choices. And if any of you are thinking of treating a folk singer's friend badly in this life, breaking their heart, running off, doing bad things, don't even think about it, or you will find yourself in a song that she will then record and send to your parents. We were in a bar in Canmore this summer, playing for the folk festival, and we said, "Is there anybody out there that's been dumped in the last week?" And this whole table of women went, "Yes!" and started pointing this poor unsuspecting woman right at the edge. The woman surrounded by margaritas. So this is for them. We're through those 2 little words can bulldoze through a life. There's someone new, those 3 cut through like a ragged knife. And there's no use spending your days fixing something that's broken. So you grab your heart out of the blaze, but it's still smoking. Not what you expected, not what you deserve, not the straight and narrow, but the mighty curve. You found out just a little too late. Some folks have a best before date, but anyway, you've got better things to do.
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 You've got better things to do than crying for love. Sometimes you gotta get in the car, fill it up, and drive away. Sometimes you gotta not listen to a single thing they say. Just listen to the rhythm of your feet on the street, that's the sound that's true. It means you're not beat, you're somewhere sweet, heading somewhere new. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but it's your life, you get to choose. You don't know where you're going, but you don't care, 'cause any place is better than there. And anyway, you've got better things to do.
You've got better things to do.
You got better things to do.
You've got better
things to do than crying for love. You've got to dream, 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 dream. You've got to dream, 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 dream. And anyway, you've got better things to do.
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 You've got better things to do than crying for love. Oh, you got better things to do. You've got better things to do. You've got better things to do.
You've got better things to do
You've got better things to do.
than crying.
Oh, better things to do. You've got better things to do. You've got better things to do.
You've got better things to do.
You've got better things to do than crying for love. Crying for love. Thank you. Just get heartache right out of the way there. This is the title song from the last album, but it's about. It came out of a CBC contest. They had, I don't know, I'm sure many of you are CBC listeners, but several years ago they had this contest where you, like in BC, you'd vote for, you'd get a list of places that you thought deserved a song, and then you would vote on them, and whoever got the most votes, then they would force a Canadian folk singer to write a song about them. I found that pathetic myself. Of course, I was checking out what was going to happen in Saskatchewan. That is my home province. And I was there on the list was Love Saskatchewan. Now, Love Saskatchewan, I thought that there is the perfect metaphor for love because you can't even find it on the map, most of the maps. It's definitely not on any major highway. It's on the road to somewhere. And when you get near it, there's a sign that says Love No Services. And far as I know, the only thing going is the post office because everybody, literally people will drive 200 miles to have their wedding invitations mailed from Love. So I thought, oh, it's going to win. I voted every day. Love Saskatchewan, love Saskatchewan. But of course, there were other places on there, and one of them was Regina, which is my hometown. Now, Regina is a very fine city, but the rhyme possibilities alone of that name should have just... Where is the censorship when you want it, really? Okay, nothing can be fine now. That's about it. After that, it's getting sketchy. But of course, there are more people in Regina, and they voted for themselves. So poor little Love Saskatchewan did not make the cut. So I had my own contest, Connie contest, and Love won. I don't usually talk about many place names in my songs. In Saskatchewan, well, there is, of course, those who've seen my show know that I've had a lot of mileage out of Climax, Saskatchewan. I mean, who wouldn't? That's just a little further south than Love. And as someone once pointed out in one of my shows, you have to go through Conquest and Big Beaver to get there. Wait till after the show to check on Google Maps. It's there. Have you ever been in love? Saskatchewan is a little town somewhere out the tree line. If you go too fast, you might drive on past. But if you find yourself in love, you can take it as a sign. I think farm women gave the name to love. Saskatchewan, they said leave it for us instead of some old leaders dead and gone. 'Cause we work so many hours, we grow our own flowers. And when times are tough, love's all that keeps you hanging on. So when you're headed into love, don't expect a four-lane highway. It's off the beaten track. I'm sure you'll find your way. Blue are starry skies above. The lucky and the shy say, when you are in love, that is a place you wanna stay. When you are in love, that is the place you wanna stay. Some night you might be headed back to love, Saskatchewan, for a heart with many pages you have yet to read. You can leave that lonesome alley out there past Rose Valley, and have your heart is summer fall up and the rest is gone to sea. So when you're headed into love, don't expect a four-lane highway. It's off the beaten track. I'm sure you'll find your way. Blue or starry skies above, the lucky and the shy say, when you are in love, that is the place you wanna stay. When you are in love, that is the place you wanna stay. Midnight can be dark in love, Saskatchewan, except when the northern lights shine on all you need to see. You can leave that city glare, there's nothing for you there. And every little light's a welcome love's where you wanna be. So when you're headed into love, don't expect a four-lane highway. It's off the beaten track. I'm sure you'll find your way. Blue or starry skies above, the lucky and the shy say, when you are in love, that is the place you wanna stay. When you are in love, that is the place you wanna stay. When you are in love, that is the place you wanna stay. Thank you. Well, we're going to just stay in the prairies for a little bit here. I know there's a few prairie doggies out there. We know who you are. You came clutching your small curling sweaters. Your suitcases wrapped in twine. And your Jell-O is Fun recipe book. Somehow every once in a while you get the urge to chuck the kale and quinoa and go for Kraft miniature marshmallows. I know who you are. I've determined that somehow if you could stuff an Nanaimo bar into a pierogi, you'd have the two main food groups of the prairies in one bite right there. Oh, yes. I remember when I moved out to Vancouver, I was tempted to leave my snow shovel, like the crutches at Lourdes, somewhere around on the Rogers Pass. Just free at last, I'm free at last. These prairies. Oh, sorry. I should start it in the right key, I guess. I was thinking about snow shovels, and then I got onto canners in my brain. This is how my brain works. Because canners, I kind of felt like I should leave those at one point in my life in my driveway, like the crutches at Lourdes. In fact, I did. I remember pulling out of Edmonton and seeing that canner in the driveway on my rearview mirror and going, I have grown up. I'm moving on. I'm modern. But then I didn't really know what to do on the hottest day of the year anymore, so I bought another one. These prairies hold my childhood in a warm and sweet embrace. You can see it when I get there by the smile upon my face. The open sky, the killdeer cry have left their tender trace. These prairies hold my childhood in a warm and sweet embrace. Things moved slower than you saw the bird foot traces on the trail. How the dust would sometimes eddy, saw the hawk upon the rail. There were cousins and bale stacks to defend. There was driving in a pickup down a road without a bend. These prairies hold my childhood, a warm and sweet embrace. You can see it when I get there by the smile upon my face. The open sky, the killdeer cry have left their tender trace. These prairies hold my childhood in a warm and sweet embrace. Taste of water from a well, drunk from a sealer jar, and the days stretched out forever like the dust behind a car. There was the wind that my thoughts and me, and the kind of stars that set a child's imagination free. These prairies hold my childhood, a warm and sweet embrace. You can see it when I get there by the smile upon my face. The open sky, the killdeer cry have left their tender trace. These prairies hold my childhood in a warm and sweet embrace. With gopher holes, cinnamon rolls, and bow your head for grace. These prairies hold my childhood in a warm and sweet embrace. Thank you. Well, I have my whole family here tonight. Actually, bring me down just a little bit on my monitor, my vocal down a little bit on my monitor. It's like I make jokes that we're one accordion away from a Legion Hall tour. The family band. At least I didn't make you have matching outfits with rick-rack on the bottom. Anyway, they do have their own groups. Alexis has the Alexis Campagne Band, Gabrielle has the Les Barricades, and I get to have them on tour here because I'm their mom, and I force them. But I want you to hear a little bit of what they can do as well, and so this is Alexis. He's going to show you. I don't know, sing. I don't know. Go sing something.
Okay, thanks.
Was that awkward? No.
Yes, I write my own songs, but I also sing some of Connie's, especially on when it's her shows. I'll do one of your songs, I swear. No. Yeah, and I do that. I got to record it on my album, which was great. It turns out it's really easy to get the rights to a song when your mom wrote it. So so I got to do that. It's called Wheels Like a Chevrolet. If I had wheels like a Chevrolet, I would roll on down that big highway, and I wouldn't stop till I was by your side. If I had wheels, I would ride, ride, ride. What would your mama say if she could see the way we came behind the backyard tree? She'd say those boys, they'll love from dusk till dawn. But when the sun comes up, they're up and gone. If wishes were money, I'd buy everything. If hopes were golden, I would wear your ring. If you hadn't gone to where the jobs were good, if you'd written like you said you would. So if I had wheels like a Chevrolet, oh, I would roll on down that big highway, and I wouldn't stop till I was by your side. If I had wheels It's a funeral pyre. You miss them so much. So if I had wheels like a Chevrolet, oh, I would roll on down that big highway, and I wouldn't stop till I was by your side. If I had wheels, I would ride, ride, ride. If I had wheels, I would ride, ride, ride.
Alexi Campagne.
Thank you.
What are they doing? Nose flutes here? No. There's a what to do after that is always the question. After that, definitely no violin tune, but there you go. So I thought, what could I balance that out with? And this song just came to mind. It's got everything. It's advice on dating advice for men. It talks about food. It has a sing-along portion. Yeah. And it can embarrass your sons. Is there anything better in a parent world? That's really the only one of the few perks, right? That's why God made sweatpants. I met a man who never had any luck at all. He'd go on a date and then he'd wait, patient for her call. But then it seemed his luck had changed, and everywhere he went, he had a woman on his arm and they looked so content. I asked him what the secret was that made his life so nice. He said, my Ukrainian grandmother gave me some great advice. She said, if you like her pierogies, she'll like your kubasa. Listen up, you little dogies, it's a universal law. 'Cause some like buns, some cabbage rolls, some even like coleslaw. But if you like her pierogies, she'll like your kubasa. Yeah, there's a second verse. Hang in there. It's a sing-along. It's a cheerful folk sing-along. Just be grateful it's not an action song. Now, some men think that all it takes is a fancy car. Some men think that money will make up for who they are. And some men think it's chocolates and flowers and you'll score. But if they listened to their grandmother, they'd all come back for more. 'Cause you can read of Mars and Venus, you could even pass the test. But if you're lucky enough to be Ukrainian, Baba knows best. Are you ready? She says, if you like her pierogies, she'll like your kubasa. Listen up, you little dogies, it's a universal law. 'Cause some like buns, some cabbage rolls, some even like coleslaw. But if you like her pierogies, she'll like your kubasa. Once more now, you like her pierogies, she'll like your kubasa. Listen up, you little dogies, it's a universal law. 'Cause some like buns, some cabbage rolls, some even like coleslaw. But if you like her pierogies, she'll like your kubasa. All the advice that you could be taking, you can like them plain with sour cream or with bacon, and she'll like your kubasa. Thank you. That cheerful folk sing-along that you just want to take back home for yourself, isn't it? Really. Actually, there was a group of friends of my sons that were Ukrainian dancers, and And they said, I think we should make a T-shirt with that song. Okay. Help. This is for all of those sweet, wonderful friends you have that are so trusting and so lovely, and somehow, at least once, they will bring this, the person they've just fallen in love with, he's the perfect person. And you meet them, and you just kind of go, no. You want to get the goat to wave the little red flag? No. But there's really nothing you can do. You can't say anything like that. You just kind of go, oh, no, nice to meet you. But you can write a song. Someone opened your heart to let the wind blow through. They rattled your bones like a broken fence. Someone opened your heart and let the wind blow through. They scattered resolve and your common sense. They made a lie of the word true. Someone open your heart and let the wind blow through. And it's a cold wind bringing snow. Yeah, it's a wind that reminds you of all you don't know. And you struggle to close it, but there's nothing you can do. Someone open your heart and let the wind blow through. Let the wind blow through. They broke up your bed, they tore up your quilt. Someone opened your heart and let the wind blow through. They overturned all that you carefully built. You just let them waltz in. You had no clue. They let the wind blow through. And it's a cold wind bringing rain. It's a wind that reminds you again and again that you liked it at first, but like wild things do, they can open your heart to let the wind blow through.
Una furtiva lagrima negli occhi suoi spuntò. Quelle festose giovani invidia
Someone open your heart and let the wind blow through. Gabriel Campagne. They both have CDs for sale over there, too. One gone, that's too many. 5 gone, that's way too many. 10 gone, way too many. Too many missing and gone. 20 gone, that's way too many. 50 gone, that's way too many. 100 gone, way too many. Too many missing and gone. Did they think you didn't matter, that you would not be missed? They didn't see the hearts shatter as they put you on that list. They didn't see them wondering what happened to you. Well, the wind knows and the moon knows and some son of a bitch knows too. 200 gone, that's way too many. 500 gone, that's way too many. 1,000 gone, way too many. Too many missing and gone. Somewhere there's a desk with a pile and a file with your face, held back by budget cuts, the will to act or raise. Somewhere's a detective thinking someone's got a clue, wondering why the story's on the back page when another case comes through. 1,200 gone, that's way too many. 1,500, way too many. 2,000 gone, that's way too many. Too many missing and gone. How many candles up on the hill year after year? How many out there on the streets that are not as they appear? Way too many. How many out there walking around thinking justice will not come? Way too many. I hope they wake up screaming after dreaming of the sound of your mother's drum. 2001. Way too many. 2002. Way too many. 2003. Way too many. Too many missing and gone. 2004. Way too many. 2005. Way too many. When will it stop? 'Cause it's way too many. Too many missing and gone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Songs comes from many places. Songs come in all sorts of different ways and shapes and sizes. I mean, the brains, you know, like you like her pierogies, heaven knows what kind of seamy underbelly of creativity created that one. But this song, I know exactly where it came from. This song came from 3 things that coalesced in my mind. 2 things and then 1 spark that just set it off. The first was, I have a friend called Hélène. She's wonderful, and she's the kind of friend that comes over and starts tidying. Don't you love that? Of course, in my house, you know, that's a constant project. She's just so, that's just who she is. She loves to clean. She's really into it. And she called me one day and said, Connie, can you write a song about house cleaning and keeping, because nobody ever writes about keeping stuff clean. You know, there's just books of rolling your underwear. We're not talking about stuff like that there. So, yeah. Nobody needs to feel guilty that their drawers have, you know, in a pile. Or I figure clean and dirty, that's enough for me. But there you go. But the second thing was, a good friend of mine was told by her husband of, 20 years and 3 kids that she had not contributed enough. If I was always a comic, there'd be lightning bolts coming out of my eyes right there. And the third thing that just sparked it all as I was sitting there and looking, I think it was in a newspaper on my phone or something, and the line of the ad, I think it was probably for pension plans or something, but it said, "What does your life add up to?" And And I thought, I'll tell you what it adds up to. It's called Everyday Moments. A thousand meals, a thousand dishes, many birthday cakes, 1,000 hugs, 1,000 kisses, 1,000 small mistakes, 1,000 picking up the table and pushing in a chairs, 1,000 baskets barely carried, heavy up the stairs. God knows how many washes and folds, and picking ups, and tucking ins, and colds. Not the things that make you money or a household name. Not the kind of things that get you ahead in the game. They are the everyday moments, the ones that scatter. They're the ones that matter. You can do it, 1,000 don't do that, 1,000 take your boots off and don't forget your hats, 1,000 dropping offs and picking ups and cheering when they play, 1,000 getting home from works, getting groceries on the way. God knows how many Legos and blocks, and playing catch and matching up socks. Not the things that make you money or a household name. Not the kind of things that get you ahead in the game. They are the everyday moments, the ones that scatter. They're the ones that matter. All the late night weary times, bleary watching tears from your eyes, all the early morning alarms with their annoying ring, all the moments that you watch them smile, you realize that you love them more than any song could ever sing. Not the things that make you money or a household name. Not the kind of things that get you ahead in the game. They are the everyday moments, the ones that scatter. They're the ones that matter. They're the ones that matter. Thank you. I've been doing this a long time, and I started out my career way back a billion years ago in the Precambrian age. Precambrian rock age. And I opened up for Stan Rogers. Yeah, I was in the States. I was opening up for Stan Rogers in a lot of places. And Stan Rogers is, this kind of larger-than-life personality and a great songwriter and this wild singer. And, it was really, really quite fabulous to be able to tour and, to do that. But the thing I envied the most about him was he had all these great kind of sing-along sea shanty kind of songs. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. I'm a broken man on a Halifax spear, the last of Barrett's privateers. Marie Ellen Carter, rise again, rise again. We had every jar that hit the bar, we swore. You know, like all of these fabulous things where you just want to drink. The things that drive you to drink. And you can just imagine these bars, you know, with people slamming their flagons down and singing along at the tops of their lungs. Just fabulous things. And, you know, I always wanted to be able to write but, you know, I come from the prairies, wheat, you know, like it's not going to happen, you know. I'm just not going to be able to pull that off, you know, my sea shanty kind of things, you know. So I put that small dream away in my heart, wrapped in salt cod and a piece of twine. I thought, well, you know, there's lots of things I can write about, and you know, the sea shanty thing is just not going to happen. But never give up on your small little salt cod wrapped up dreams, because what happened is I was at this conference, this folk conference. I listened to a lot of traditional music, which I really like, and all this, you know, stuff. And one of my friends, who I hadn't seen for quite a while, told me that her partner, her husband of like 20 years, had just left her for some accordion player or something. And some part, just like there's, you know, when you're playing Tetris and the things all line up, that's kind of like, and I suddenly realized there are many kinds of shipwrecks in this life. That's it! I am going to write a she shanty! Yes! So come on, you women whose hearts have been broken, throw rose petals down at your feet. So you will remember that every step forward is better than one in retreat. And come on, you women whose hearts have been broken, I'll feed you on peaches and cream. So you will remember things sweeten in season. The rest may look good, but they're not as they seem. And all those who treated you badly, they did not deserve your time on this earth. And all those who toss you aside must have no idea what you're worth. So that's my kind of, sing-along chorus. And someday I dream that I'll be walking along by some low-life bar in Duncan, and I will hear this coming out of the door, and I will hear beer glasses and margarita glasses hitting the table as that happens. So if you can learn it over this, so this dream does become, I don't want to have another little cod-soaked dream, little salt cod-soaked dream. So imagine that you're in this bar and you're cheering up your friend, even though you didn't really like the person, the male or female that they were with. You hated them anyway, but you're cheering her up. Should I go like this to get a pirate feel? Pirate feel going here. You're a pirate. You're a pirate. Come on. Come on, you women whose hearts have been broken. I'll pour you a glass of good wine. So you will remember that if you've been crushed, things can get better with time. And come on, you women whose hearts have been broken, come sing a few songs round the fire. So you will remember that major or minor, solo duet, you're still part of the choir. And all those who treated you badly, they did not deserve your time on this earth. And all those who toss you aside must have no idea what you're worth. 'Cause there's shallow and deep, there's crazy and sane, ones you lose, ones you keep, ones that you love in vain. Some good things last and some come to an end. And all those who treated you badly, they did not deserve your time on this earth. And all those who toss you aside must have no idea what you're worth. All right, sing with me now. And all those who treated you badly, they did not deserve your time on this earth. And all those who toss you aside must have no idea what you're worth. And all those who treated you badly, they do not deserve your time on this earth. And all those who toss you aside must have no idea what you're worth. 'Cause there's crazy, shallow and deep. There's crazy, insane ones you lose, ones you keep. Was that you loved in vain? Also nice at the start. It's a throw of the dice in the game of the heart. So, oh, you whose hearts have been broken. Thank you. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back. Felt like we were in Spinal Tap back there. Wait a minute, I think I heard her name. Wait a minute. We have, we're always scrambling for the set list, and we've got a request, which I'll start the set with so I don't forget to do it. So many songs, so little time. When the sun on the prairies is going to sleep, you can see it turn golden and red in the west. There's the barest of breeze in the shelter-built trees, singing each baby to rest. They sing lullaby, lullaby, coolies and slews. Lullaby, lullaby, coolies and slews. The wind in the willows will whisper to you, lullaby, lullaby, coolies and slews. And when the baby meadowlark's fussy and tired, its mama will cradle him under her wing, and she'll call to the wind that blows in from the west. This is the song that they sing. They sing lullaby, lullaby, coolies and slews. Lullaby, lullaby, coolies and slews. The wind in the willows will whisper to you, lullaby, lullaby, coolies and slews. 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 Thank you. Paul Campagne produced that album. Oh. Yeah, well, we got to do some new ones. Can't just do old ones all night. There comes a time. Got the keys for the car in my back pocket. The rent-a-car. They rented us this car that is like as large as a small country, this car. You enter it and you want to deal drugs. That's the kind of car it is. It's kind of. That's it. Let's
Drug
cruise
deal
around
mobile.
and see who's here. There'll come a time when nobody needs you. That's when you need yourself to remember all of the things you forgot, the bounty that's up on your shelf. You are the person with more on the table, more than the sum of your parts. 'Cause needs come and go, just like directions, sometimes in fits and in starts. 'Cause there'll come a time when it's all up to you.
There'll come a time
When it's all up to you. There'll come a time when nobody loves you. Promise left up to you to love yourself no matter the timing. That love must last and be true. Love that takes you through all of your living. Love that helps you to stand. Love that knows and is always forgiving, doing the best that you can. There'll come a time when it's all up to you. There'll come a time when it's all up to you. There'll come a time when nobody wants you. That's a hard place to be. You better want to hold your head high as you're walking out, leaving the key. You've got to want the best for yourself and to bring it out every day. You got to want to make sure that the people around you feel the same way. There'll come a time when it's all up to you. There'll come a time when it's all up to you. There'll come a time when it's all up to you. Thank you. I like to do this song because I get to name drop in it. Because it's an odd song. It's a weird song. A song I wrote a long time ago. But it was kind of weird and unusual, so it took a long time to kind of... Actually, we were sitting around the kitchen table, and we were just listening to the Chris... See, I love science, and I love space, and I love all of those programs, and all those Quirks and Quarks, my favorite. This is where I'm going to drop the name. Quirks and Quarks, and my call to fame is that I was doing a literacy benefit, and Bob McDonald was on the same stage with me, and I got to sing this for Bob McDonald. So there, my name dropping has just happened. So this is kind of about stars and constellations, and I don't know why it's so weird that it would be, because I'm from Saskatchewan, and after about 9:30, that's really all that's going on out there is... You got to be in tune. It's the universe we're talking about here, Paul. It's the universe. It's stars. It's all of those fabulous things. I know. It's actually my favorite time I've done this song was at our farm. We have a festival at our farm, and we just turned off all the lights, which you can't do in a normal festival, right? Because you're in a city or whatever. We turned off all the lights, and people could look up and actually see the stars. Okay. Oh my goodness, they're longevity, you've got to get some like glow-in-the-dark stars for the ceiling here. Nose flutes is one thing, but glow-in-the-dark stars, that's another level. It's got to be perfect because it's such a simple little tune. Wonder what they're thinking in Andromeda tonight. I wonder if they think like me. Do they gaze through the stars of Andromeda and think about their closest galaxy? 'Cause there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand, and the distances between them are more than I can understand. And then sometimes I feel light years apart from people when I'm standing in a crowd, and imagination's easy to push out beyond imaginary cloud. And I wonder what they're thinking in Andromeda tonight. Wonder if they think like me. Do they gaze through the stars of Andromeda, think about their closest galaxy? I'm a tiny soul on a tiny world. If you look at it from space, it goes round and round on green and blue, despite the human race. And some can decide at the speed of light that you have nothing to say. And I wonder if there's someone who's just like me, out beyond the Milky Way. And I wonder what they're thinking in Andromeda tonight. I wonder if they think like me. Do they gaze to the stars of Andromeda and think about their closest galaxy? Yes, I wonder what they're thinking in Andromeda tonight. And I wonder if they think like me. Thank you. Not yet. Let me read that. I'm going to count on them coming in.
Hi, everybody. My name is Gabriel, and I'm going to sing you a song. This is the last song of my album, of Les Barricades. Most of the music that we do in that band is pretty high energy, very intense and great. But this song in the end is this song that I wrote with my brother Alexis, and it is a song about a place in southern Saskatchewan. My father's side of the family has a rather large organic farm in southern Saskatchewan, and every year there's an event that happens there called the Farm Fest, where we invite all of our musical acquaintances and friends and people who are very impressive, and they all show up, and we do a sort of a festival down there. And it's a pretty magical time, and it's a pretty extraordinary place. So much so that me and Alexi wrote a song about that time and that place, and it is called Moonlight Serenade. Now I don't know you well enough to tell if I should move on or if I should dwell on how you sometimes make me feel it wouldn't be as hard as it may seem to turn me down and only let me dream of the kisses we could steal. 'Cause it's the kind of night for a moonlight serenade. Give my love a chance, let me guide the way. I'll gently coax that smile out of your disinterested gaze. It's the kind of night for a moonlight serenade. Listen to the music by the fire. Tell me I'm the one that you desire, even though it might be only for a night. That's just how it goes, there's nothing wrong. The music sometimes only lasts till dawn. Let me show you that I'm right, 'cause it's the kind of night for a moonlight serenade. Give my love a chance, let me guide the way. I'll gently coax that smile out of your disinterested gaze. It's the kind of night for a moonlight serenade. 'Cause you know what they say, we all die alone. To look at it that way can chill you to the bone. But you know there's something they don't tell you as they send you on your way. We're all alive together, come what may. And I know it's not much comfort when the world can be so cruel. Take my hand, take my heart, tonight I'm here for you. 'Cause it's the kind of night for a moonlight serenade. Give my love a chance, let me guide the way. I'll gently coax that smile out of your disinterested gaze. It's a kind of night for a moonlight serenade. It's the kind of night for a moonlight serenade. Give my love a chance, let me guide the way. I'll gently coax that smile out of your disinterested gaze. It's the kind of night for a moonlight serenade. It's the kind of night for a moonlight serenade.
Thank you very much.
Well, while we've got you in Saskatchewan, I know I have some Saskatchewan friends out there. I thought I'd just kind of take you to, just kind of get you there because I'm always afraid that perhaps somewhere you're missing that cold winter experience, and perhaps somehow you long to hold a snow shovel one more time. Perhaps. Perhaps there's some, perhaps even though you're on the island, you still put a chocolate bar and a candle in your car, just in case. Perhaps somewhere you unfold that Stanfield's long underwear and look at it one last time before folding it up again. And perhaps some part of you longs to be at that kind of caught up in the wheel of excitement and romance of the prairies. That romantic wheel of delight, the wedding dance. Perhaps some part of you longs to be put in a bridesmaid's dress that somebody's mother made for you. That's just a little too tight. And a pair of pumps that matches it and is called fern or peach. And perhaps there's some part of you that just longs to be there at the Legion Hall or the Knights of Columbus, and somehow we're going to transform this lovely place now. Just imagine at the back of the stage is a picture of the Pope or the Queen. And you're not sitting in these little chairs in this charming little quirky place. No, you're behind one of those big long tables where somebody's taken out the white paper and rolled it out and mastic taped underneath, the linen of the prairies. If you're lucky, there'll be a block of styrofoam with rye oats and ragweed sprayed copper and the name of the 4-H girl in macaroni letters around the outside that made it. You'll have all had a few rye and cokes, the champagne of the prairies. You'll all be getting in the spirit of the event. Nobody will be drinking wine except the lawyer. There's always a half a box left. And somebody in the back, instead of Longevity John, there'll be the United Church Ladies or the Ukrainian Ladies Pierogi SWAT team out there getting the midnight luncheon in the back, snapping up those jellied salads, quivering aspic rabbits and stuff like that. And someone will be cutting up those squares in the pan, you know, the pans with a little piece of white tape on the bottom with someone's name, because she would just walk out with my squares pan if I didn't have my name on the bottom. And all the names are naughty. That's where the real action happens in the prairies, is in the Lutheran Church Women's Cookbook under the squares section. Darlene's Delight, Chocolate Quickie, Sex in a Pan, Sticky Buns. And you can just see that lineup of bachelors in their leisure suits. We're not talking the swinging singles from that show on television. No, I'm going to do the real reality show, Prairie Bachelors. The Tsunami leisure suits. The guys that came to the dance in their tractor because they lost their license 5 years before. They're saving up jars of old bent screws for when the depression happens again. Anyway, Alexis's got his fiddle out here. So you know we're in the real prairie mood here. We really are a family band. And we're just related to the talented person in the middle. I'd be the aunt or whatever. Playing the famous folk dances of the prairies. That's how we flush out the prairie people in this. You're all wearing Mountain Equipment Co-op, but underneath it's Prairie Equipment Co-op. There's a farmer cap hidden in your back pocket. Okay, let's get give them a little taste of, get them in the mood here. Yeah, sure. This goes up to Joyce and Herb. Tune. Someone asked me to come up and play a dance in Yellowknife. I was a single female singer-songwriter. That is a leap of faith. But my mama raised no fool, so I hired Calvin Cairns to come and be my fiddle player. This is one of the old-time tunes he taught me, and it was just... I finished playing a dance in Yellowknife and then went to Santa Monica, California to play in a club there, and the McCabe's was right across from the kind of no-tell motel that we stayed at with bars on the windows, and the guy escorted me over there with a gun. I don't see any deer around here, or bears. Anyway, I was sitting in my little hotel room and thinking where I'd rather be at that moment. I'm not the kind to sit and pine for places far away. Every town I travel to has its charms and its delights, but something about the moon tonight send a longing to my soul to be at a dance, the one I love on a warm prairie night. And I can hear that Margaret's was, that fiddle plays so sweet, and I can feel the spring on the hardwood floor beneath my feet. I close my eyes and I see the lights of town twinkling at night. They say that home is where your heart is. I guess they're right. So please forgive me, but tonight my thoughts are far away to the place my memory will go if I give it half a chance. I smell the sage upon the air, and I'm walking arm in arm with the one I love towards the sound of an old-time country dance. And I can hear that Margaret's was, that fiddle play so sweet, and I can feel the spring of the hardwood floor beneath my feet. I close my eyes and I see the lights of town twinkling at night. They say that home is where your heart is. I guess they're right. Thank you. Song about a little river in southern Saskatchewan. Thank you. I know there's lots of people out there that know the words to this song, so Please don't be shy. Sing along. It's not a big river like they have here racing out of the mountains to the sea. Now it comes out of Old Wives Hills and ends up in Old Wives Lake. Why rush? It's a very pragmatic Saskatchewan river. It's probably somewhere deep in its little river heart. It longs to rise up and flood the basements of the wealthy, but there aren't any. But it has lovely pelicans in summer, and chokecherry bushes and Saskatoons along the banks. And it's the local parking spot of the Gravelbourg Assiniboia area. Probably half of Gravelbourg owes its very life to the banks of the Littlewood River. Oh, won't you come with me? The Wood River flows, we'll watch it meander slowly as the sky turns from red to dark. As that sun goes down, throw our arms around each other and tell the dreams that are deep in the heart. 'Cause the heart is bigger than trouble, and the heart is bigger than doubt. But the heart sometimes needs a little help to figure that out. So won't you come with me? The Wood River flows, Little Wood River knows that it goes to nowhere, but it doesn't stop its going. Or them willows growing, or all of the lovers showing their hearts to each other there. 'Cause the heart is bigger than trouble, and the heart is bigger than doubt. But the heart sometimes needs a little help to figure that out. Because the heart is bigger than trouble, and the heart is bigger than doubt. But the heart sometimes needs a little help to figure that out. So won't you come with me where the Wood River flows, Little Wood River knows. Thank you. I want to thank you all for coming out on a Monday night. I want to thank our sound person who's doing a great job, and of course Longevity John for being who he is. Thank you for supporting live music. Keeps us going for sure. And of course I want to thank Paul Campagne, producer of my albums and co-producer of my children, on the far side, on bass and vocal. Sings as well with his group Heart Rouge, you may know if you're a francophone. And of course, Gabriel Campagne from Les Barricades. And Forced to sing the pierogi song with his mother. Is there no end to the shame? And Alexis Campagne of the Alexis Campagne Band. Hopefully they'll be playing in your neighborhood. So, and I want to thank you. I know I have friends. We have family in the audience and a friend I haven't seen for a while, so it's lovely to see many. Thank you. Thank you. It is a pleasure to be here. Always, always. So, we're going to end with an old song. We have all these new songs, but heck, what the heck. About a waitress in a Husky truck stop. Not some Tim Hortons here. Not anything where a salad even shows its face for the most part. Jello and beverage is what you get with your meal in a little prairie restaurant in this one. A little small town place called Cafe to give it that continental air. And if you've got a job in a restaurant, it means you didn't get taken on at the bank of the co-op. You're doing everything in the restaurant. If you're the waitress, you're doing everything. I wrote this in a little Husky truck stop in northern Alberta, and I was watching this waitress who was working so hard, and the Greyhound pulled out of the parking lot while I was there, and the look in her eyes as she saw that Greyhound leaving. I don't know. Wrote itself on a napkin. If you buy her a dream, she'll follow you anywhere, any old truck stop that this world might bring. She's a heart held down by this little town. She's looking to find a bird on a wing, bird on a destined to fly like a bird on a wing, bird on a wing. She's waiting for you to fly by. And she makes a small hole in the frost on the window, and she's looking out that stole familiar things. She lets her mind slip. A small change in the napkins. It hurts looking up for a bird on a wing. Bird on a wing. Bird on a wing. And she knows in her heart she's destined to fly. Bird on a wing, bird on a wing, and she's waiting for you to fly by. Oh, but she stacks up the cups and counts out the few tips, but she's humming a tune that a drifter might sing. She gets to thinking she's tired of waiting. Maybe she'll be her own bird on a wing, bird on a wing, bird on a wing, and she knows in her heart she's destined to fly like a bird on a wing. Woo-hoo, bird on a wing, and she's waiting for you to fly by. She's waiting for you to much to my family here, Paul, Gabriel, Alexis, and thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you do a long way, I guess.
Yeah.
You want to do long way?
I would love to do one.
This is a song about the farm where Paul grew up on. It's his. I originally wrote this for him, but then I ended up singing it myself. They didn't put it on their album, so I figured, okay. But anyway, there's Paul sings with a group called Heart Rouge, and he used to sing with his 6 sisters in something called Follavoine. And they were sang in French beautifully, they bilingual and all of that. And their father, Émile Campagne, their mom and their dad, both of them worked almost like they were farmers. That was their job. But their passion was trying to preserve the French language in southern Saskatchewan. Yeah, amazing. This is amazing. They were amazing. And they both won L'Ordre de la Francophonie, which is given to people from outside of Quebec who give extraordinary service to the French language. They won it separately, the 2 of them. But anyway, this is about this part of the world, this piece of land that their grandfather settled and Paul grew up on, and it's in the. Oh, I always hate saying this in BC. It's at one of the high points in southern Saskatchewan. There's a little marker. It is. Yeah, I know, it's pretty pitiful. It's pathetic, really. Most of Saskatchewan doesn't go up, it just kind of goes down and then comes back up again. That's usually how it works in Saskatchewan. But it's a beautiful view, and there's absolutely nothing blocking it, like here. Anyway, it's at the corner of no one where. That's this farm, really. It's in southern Saskatchewan, but it's got lots of history that goes way, way back on this piece of land. It's got lots of. It's quite a powerful place to be able to be. I have traveled this world, and I travel it still. Where I belong, and I always will. Sage and there's open, there's towns spread apart. There's a wind that pushes the dust, and the beat of my heart.
I'm a long, long way from the place I was born,
Where the
hills are all rounded and the clouds can look torn, where the trees aren't majestic, they leave that to the sky. I'm a long way now, but I'll be back by and by. I am far away now, but I'll be back by and by.
There's a spot on the hill where you can see far. Clear night, the highway and the lights of the cars. They are going
I'll be back by and by. I am far away now, but I'll be back by and by.
And the one who raised me, he has passed on. One minute he's there, the next he's gone. He's still in the wind, roars round the yard. The house he was born in still stands, though time has treated it hard. So chante Michel, ta voix comme les plaines. Chante Michel, and we'll all sing again. There's some voices missing, but the younger ones will still sing of that wind and of you from the hill. I'm a long, long way from the place I was born, where the hills are all rounded and the clouds can look torn, where the trees aren't majestic, they leave that to the sky. I am missing it now, but I'll be back by and by. I am far away now, but I'll be back by and by. I am missing it now, but I'll be back by and by. I am far away now, but I'll be back by and by. Thank you very much for coming out tonight. Thanks again to the crew here.
Got a bad, bad heart. Barbed wire and broken parts. Baby girl, lying low in the dying light. And trespassers we showed on sight. It was a girl who turned this plot into a vacant lot. A girl who swung the ball from the chain, splintering my timber frame. And tired-eyed and driving weary, we saw no highway signs, just you and I pushing blind past dirt and pine, and looking back on all our time. We never did define yours or mine, to no line, no paradigm. Who decides who deserves? Who defies and who differs? Who denies, who deserts? Who decries their spoken words? Who decides, who deserves? Who decides, who defies and who differs? I wanna know who denies, who deserves? In the night, girl, who decries their spoken words? Oh, and now I see you, baby, and you're floating on a bed.
This is Tom Waits' song called Chocolate Jesus.